as they play against the Tampa Bay Rays. Major League Baseball, only on 2K Sports.
If you can't contain him, you're probably in trouble. Evan Longoria is his name, and he's in the lineup. We bring you to Florida for today's game, Tropicana Field in the home of the Rays. Thank you for being with us. 2K Sports brings you Major League Baseball live this Saturday afternoon. Thorne, Phillips, and Krupp. We'll see Wade Davis on the mound. Steve, what do you think the strategy is going to be against Florida today?
Well, a good right-handed pitcher on the mound right here facing this lineup that can score some runs. It's going to be critical for him to keep the ball down to the zone and pitch to his capabilities. If he does that, he should have success.
We'll take a moment to look at the Marlins lineup. In our scouting report, John, who are we watching for today?
Well, I love athletic players, Gary, and Henley Ramirez is one of the most athletic in the National League. He can do a lot of things on a baseball field. He's so exciting to watch how he can change the game with his legs and his bat.
Getting the game started, Chris Coughlin at the plate. It's strike one, can't make contact on the fastball. Lifetime, he's hit .326 against the Rays. Oh and 1, Davis kicks and delivers. Fastball bounces to the plate that time. And that's taken outside for a ball, 2-1 strike count.
Well, that pitch right there, that changeup away, if a guy's looking for it, that's a great pitch to be able to hit the other way with some power.
Here's the pitch. First out of the ball game taken care of right there. That will bring Omar Infante to the plate.
This is why the outfielders need to know the stadium they're playing in, understand what's in foul territory. A lot of obstacles can be there. He knew where he was, and he makes the catch.
And Infante's batting.
2010, the Rays go back to the playoffs within that window with their good young pitching and good young position players, making a run to try to get to another World Series. They came up a little short on that goal, though.
1-0 count. He took that last one, and it was out of the zone. Well, the real core of that team with Tampa Bay is no longer what it was. We'll see how they react to that.
Well, Gary, they're always good at rebuilding from within. Good young talent from within, but you're right. They may have to go through some growing pains this season before they figure it out.
Swung on and hit. Upton. So Infante is retired. That's the second out of the inning. We've got a chance to check out the Rays on defense as they'll be outfielding. Thoughts, John? Anybody standing up?
Well, a complete package in the outfield is B.J. Upton. The great, unbelievable, strong throwing arm, shuts down the running game at will, but he also has the ability to go get balls better than anyone in baseball. A pitcher's dream to have out in that outfield behind him.
Base is empty and 2 down. And it's a called strike to Ramirez. He's got a .296 career batting average against the Rays. Oh and 1, Davis kicks and delivers. Outside as Ramirez takes it for a ball. Here's the 1-1. Fastball gets away from him there. 2-1.
Listen, he's not one to get too fancy. 2-1 count. He's going to come with a fastball. I'm betting on it.
And now Hanley Ramirez with a 3-1 count. Look for him to try and really rocket one.
Well, anytime you have a count 3-1 in your favor as the hitter, you're looking for a pitch in a little box in the location you want to. If he throws it in there, you better be ready and get a good hack at it.
3-1 a fastball, swung on and missed, full count.
Well, boy, wouldn't you have loved to seen him connect with that one to see how far that would go. Fastball hitter on fastball pitcher, but he came up empty.
There's contact. He drove it well. And Zobrist going to play it. And that's out number 3. And they aren't able to get anything going in this half inning. 3 up, 3 away. And the Rays, their first chance coming up. And we'll take a look at the starting pitcher for Florida. So, Steve, Tampa Bay hitters, from their perspective, what's in line for them?
Anibal Sanchez has solid movement on that fastball, then a curveball, slider, and changeup that he can throw for strikes at any time. Quality stuff across the board, but the sequence of pitches is going to be critical. You have to think along with him.
I think he lost the feel on that slider, and it's 2-0.
When a pitcher throws the perfect slider, there's a dot that appears on the ball where the seams come together. He throws that as well as anybody I've seen.
And that's a ball, 3-0. Damon, he may get a green light here. And when you're watching that pitch on the slider, Steve, we're looking for that movement sideways. Watch how much he gets.
That's right. He comes across and down with that pitch. It's awfully tough to center.
He didn't get the call on that pitch, and now he's going to work with the leadoff man on with a free pass.
And now he has to go out of the stretch position as well, which changes his whole release point.
Now let's see what this lineup's going to look like for Joe Madden. Scouting pick, John, who are we looking at today?
Well, you love to see the results from Johnny Damon's bat. You just don't really like the swing too much. It's a very, very unorthodox swing, but it works for Johnny Damon, and it's worked for a lot of years for him. He's still a guy who can hit the ball out of the ballpark, and he can still steal a base at his age. Look for Johnny Damon to be exciting in this one.
No one out and a runner on first. And he watches the outside pitch from Sanchez for a ball. Here's the 1-0. Fastball just misses, and he falls behind 2-0. On the way. That is the ball. And the count will now be in Ben Zobrist's favor. We'll see if he gets the green light. He's 0 for 2 lifetime against Anibal Sanchez. Caught looking on a fastball, 3-1 now.
Now let's see what he comes back with on the 3-1 pitch.
That fastball is in there. He lays off it. Now at 3-2. Here's the 3-2 pitch. That misses ball 4. Good effort at the plate to get that free pass.
Well, you just saw a great deal of plate discipline right there on the hitter. Maybe a little fatigue on the pitcher's part. They're not used to throwing that many pitches in one at bat, but the hitter wins it and gets that base on balls.
Now we'll take a quick look at the Marlins and how they take the field on defense. And John, any scouting picks?
Well, anytime Mike Stanton's on a baseball field, you will stand up and take notice. A gifted athlete, 6'5", former football player. This guy can do a lot of things. Very athletic, very great arm, a strong throwing arm. Sometimes accuracy is a problem, but I tell you, Mike Stanton's one of the best you'll see in the game of baseball.
Runners at first and second, nobody out. Here's the pitch. Swung on and hit. This one to Coughlin. That's one down. Damon heads for third.
Well, he gets the first out of the inning right there. Now let's see if he can continue to bear down, work his way out of this jam, and keep the score tied.
Now batting with one down, Manny Ramirez.
Well, the Marlins weren't a pushover on the road last year, Gary, but they just didn't win enough games, though, to get themselves in playoff contention.
Ramirez, ground ball. And Damon comes in.
Well, what a great piece of hitting right there and a big RBI. You put your team in the lead, and a lot of times it's too much for the other team to overcome.
It's going to be Johnson now. Pretty good 39 and 42 road record, and again it points back to what we talked about earlier, Steve, the inability to win at home.
I mean, look, if you can play 500 baseball on the road and win 2 out of 3 at home, you've got a pretty legitimate chance to be in contention come September. They just couldn't do that.
1 out with runners at first and second. And that one put in play. Stanton to field. And Infante's there. 2 away. Here's B.J. Upton. He's got 2 outs and 2 on. This is his 7th pro year. Sanchez gets set and delivers. Called strike, outer half of the plate, 0-1.
Well, you go with the big breaking ball away. It's exactly where you want to go. Set up hard in and go soft away. Nice pitch.
Called strike at the letter, so he's got him in the hole now, 0-2.
Well, it's a solid pitch going up in the zone with that 4-seam fastball. You establish different parts of the zone and you change the hitter eye level. In this situation, he took the pitch.
Can't get him to chase the fastball. Low, 1-2.
Well, anytime you have a good fastball and you can keep it down in the zone around the knees or lower, it's great location and, believe me, very difficult to hit.
The 1-2 on its way. Curveball, strike 3 called. Side is retired. Well, some early production here. 1 run across in the first. The Rays lead it 1-0. And in the batter's box, it's Stanton. Just missed with the fastball, 1-0. Now the 1-0 pitch. That's swung on a liner here. And so there he is at first base, and there's still nobody out.
Well, a great job right there by the first hitter in this inning to get on base. And, you know, a lot of big innings are started with that first guy getting on. And you have 1 or 2 big innings in a game, and that can be the difference in the outcome.
Runner on first. Swing sends this one on a line to right center. This one beyond him. It's going to be extra bases. Can't cut it off. It's going to roll to the wall. There's the throw, and Stanton scores.
Well, you see the pitch down in the zone a little bit, but he got a good piece of wood on it and drives it.
What you like about that at bat is the discipline to keep your head in.
Well, I'll tell you what, he changed locations, went down to the zone. It's a solid piece of hitting.
All right, let's watch as Morrison comes to the plate. Sometimes you get offense when you don't need it. This time they got it right when they needed it.
Well, they bounced right back and tied this baby up with that one, Gary.
Runner in scoring position at third, no one out. Fastball runs inside, 1-0. Well, that's important early in the ball game. You want to make this into a seesaw battle. That's what they've done.
Now, you're going to be all right with a seesaw battle? Sometimes that makes you nauseous. You going to feel okay?
You check. Swing and a miss. Logan Morrison. That'll even the count. Curveball misses, and it's 2-1.
Listen, he's not one to get too fancy. 2-1 count. He's going to come with a fastball. I'm betting on it.
Now the 2-1. Lays off that time, but it's in there. A knee-high strike. Evens things at 2.
2-2 count. You still have a pitch you can waste, and you can make one of those borderline strikes and see if you can get him to chase it.
He's ready. 2-2 on the way.
You're out.
And he strikes him out. He catches Logan Morrison flat-footed.
Well, 2 strikes. He goes right at him with a fastball. He challenges him, but he throws it at the knees, so even if it's put in play, it stays in the ballpark.
And it's Buck batting.
Well, Tampa Bay was the one Florida team that did make it to the playoffs, but the Marlins won the bragging rights in the Sunshine State rivalry.
And Sanchez at third. The pitch. He sends this one in the air towards center. 2 down here in the inning. And here's Sanchez heading home. And there it is. That's the tie-breaking run. They're ahead. Let's see what the RBI means for their win expectancy.
Quality, solid at bat right there. This is what you want to do. With a runner on, find a way to get him in, even if you hit into an out.
And we're going to see Helms here. The 4-2 record is what the Marlins had against Tampa Bay last year. They won only 1 game the year before that in that series, dude.
So they did improve, and obviously I think the one thing with this Marlins team that lacks power, they have to find ways to manufacture runs, and they did it against the Rays.
Base is empty with 2 outs.
Ball.
First pitch way out of the zone, ball 1. His career average, an even 300 against the Rays. Here's the 1-0 from Davis. And Rodriguez puts that away. That will retire the side. They pick up a couple of runs on 2 hits. They strand no one. Marlins jump out ahead in this one. What a great place to watch a game. Indoors here at Tropicana. It's perfect. It's going to be Rodriguez now. And Sanchez has him 0-1 with that called strike.
Well, this is exactly the situation where he's going to pull the curveball out. This guy really struggles with it when he's behind.
Here's the pitch. Good hard slider that time. He's in control in the count now, 0-2.
Well, anytime you recognize a slider, you got to be very patient with it. You can't be over anxious. You got to stay back, and then when you see it good enough, let it fly.
Trying to get him to bite, but he lays off outside, 1-2.
Well, Gary, that's a slider down and away, and it just slides out of the strike zone. The best hitters in the game lay off it because they know if they put it in play, it's an out.
Foul.
It's hit foul by Rodriguez. And the 1-2 from Sanchez.
You're out.
Swing and a miss on the slider, 1 out.
Now, K-Cam registers this at 86 miles per hour with some pretty good break.
Fantastic piece of pitching to get that out, John.
Well, that's the part of pitching you love. He's looking for a fastball. He's expecting a fastball, and then just drop one right off the table. What a pitch.
Jaso will be at the plate. One out, nobody on.
Ball 1.
And he misses high. Sanchez can't get him to go after it.
Ball 2.
1-0 is a fastball that runs away, 2-0. And he takes a fastball for a strike, 2-1.
He's just popping that glove with that four-seam fastball, pounding the strike zone.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Takes a called strike on the outer half. It'll even things at 2.
Well, the backdoor breaking ball right there. They set up a way and executed the pitch perfectly.
Foul!
It's fouled off. Now the 2-2.
Ball 3.
Fastball is low that time. The count runs full.
Well, that fastball right there just missed, just below the knees. Tell you what, a borderline pitch. I think they wanted that one bad.
Payoff pitch.
You're out.
Fastball in there. Struck him out number 2.
He's got the fastball working. He's just rearing back and throwing. That's 3 straight strikeouts.
Brignac at the plate. He has gone 6 for 20. That's a .300 average over his career against the Marlins. Two outs, bases empty. Fouled away.
Foul!
Swings, puts it in play. It's fielded by Morrison. And in there, base hit. And that'll bring Johnny Damon to the plate.
Well, with 2 outs and no one on base, chances of scoring a run seem pretty scarce, but they get that 2-out hit. Now they have some life.
Last time he walked and then came around to score. Runner on first, 2 away. Damon, ground ball. Bonifacio. He'll throw on to first, and that'll do it for this half inning. And so Anibal Sanchez heads to the dugout. Nothing doing, second inning after giving up a run in the first. And it'll be the Marlins coming right up. End of the order, ready to do some work at the plate. And we've got Bonifacio batting.
Ball.
Too far outside, 1-0. Here's the 1-0 from Davis. And finds the hole into right field, a base hit. And that'll bring Chris Coughlin up.
Well, this guy's got a lot of speed over there at first base, and it's not going to be surprised to see him off and running to try to steal this base.
Popped out, foul ground last time around.
You've got to keep the opponent close when you're behind. You've got speed on first base. They better keep him close, because if he gets in scoring position, it may just add on to this lead.
1 away now. And Infante's batting. One out, man on first. The first pitch starts him off with one at the knees for a strike.
You can really stay out of big trouble in the big inning if you can spot your fastball down in the zone.
And Jaso calling for the pitch. And the called strike is taken by Infante.
He's a free swinger on the 0-2 count, so you've got to think to yourself, don't give him anything too good to hit.
Trying to get him to go after that slider, but it's 1-2.
When you throw a breaking ball like this, you want to start it on the corner and break it off the zone, trying to get the hitter to chase. The hitter didn't take the bait here.
Here's the pitch. Pitch out. Nothing was on, though. Taps this one foul to the right. Outside for a ball, and it's full, 3-2.
Well, that right there is a really good pitch, just missing the outside corner. Give the batter a lot of credit, though. That is one of the toughest pitches to lay off of, that hard fastball away.
The 3-2 pitch. And he misses, ball 4. What a great job at the plate. He saw a lot of pitches.
Well, you know, the pitcher's really tired right now, and you have to think that his confidence is a little bit shaken. That long at bat right there, he had a chance to put the hitter away, and now he has to go from the stretch to try to keep this inning from getting out of hand. Well, 2010 wasn't the best year offensively for Hanley Ramirez, but how many teams in baseball would love to have a shortstop that put up the bad numbers that Hanley Ramirez did in 2010?
Runners on first and second with one out. And Ramirez settles in, first pitch. And Longoria able to get it. And there's one. And there's the second out, a double play. So no runs on one hit and nobody left on. Florida 2, Tampa Bay 1. And we're going to see Zobrist here. Out on the mound, we'll see Leo Nunez. They've decided it's time to bring a new arm into this one.
0-1.
Well, when Leo Nunez comes in the game, you're going to expect a lot of fastballs. He has a great fastball in the mid to upper 90s. But the thing about him is every once in a while, being so young, he will get rattled when a couple guys get on base. If you can get some guys on base, you have a chance against him. But if he's on his game, you might not get that opportunity.
Ground ball. And Ramirez fields the ball. And Zobrist sent down. Evan Longoria at the plate.
You know what you like about a young player is he understands what's going on. And when he had a beef with the city of Tampa for fans not showing up down the stretch for their playoff run, that really sends a message to the other guys on the team that he's not going to sit back and let bad things happen to his squad.
One out, nobody on. And here's the pitch to Longoria. And Nunez gets it by. It's called a strike, and it's 0-1. Evan Longoria is not going to stay silent when he thinks something is wrong that affects his team, and you really can't blame him for speaking out. I mean, they won the American League East and couldn't fill the stadium up.
Yeah, I mean, look, the reality is he was just speaking the truth. And you would think with a winning team down there that the fans would come out and support them, especially going to the playoffs. They do it in New York, they do it in Boston, but they're just not doing it in Tampa.
Lines this one to the left side, out of play. Longoria grounds it. That's two gone.
Oh, it's a nice play right there. Great effort by the second baseman to get over, make the play, and a nice accurate throw to first.
Two outs in the box, Manny Ramirez. In this matchup, lifetime 1 for 3 off Nunez. Here's the delivery. Takes that high one for a strike. 0-1.
Look, Gary, 0-1 count. I'm looking for him to come right back with that fastball.
And that's a strike. Ramirez is going to have to guard that plate.
Well, he clearly fooled him right there. He had him thinking fastball, and he pulled the string on it, got him to swing right through it.
Ball.
Fastball is a waste pitch that time, 1-2.
Oh, Gary, he's got such an effective fastball. He likes to use it. And, 1-2 count. He doesn't like to mess around. Look for him to go right at him with the heater.
And he leaves that one alone. Manny Ramirez showing patience. That'll even up the count. And it's in there. Strike 3 call. That's it.
A tough loss here for this crowd today, but boy, do they see some kind of pitching performance from the visiting team.
We take a look at our player of the game, delivering the goods for the ball club in this contest. Without question, Gabby Sanchez.
Well, Gary, a lot of times it doesn't matter how many hits you get, but when you get those hits. And sometimes it only takes one, and that's how this game was decided today. That one big hit was the reason this team won. That's why he's our clutch performer.
And they didn't have to score a lot of runs to do it. They end up with just managing 2 across the plate, but the pitching held up.
Well, a very close game and solid pitching and outstanding defense as well. Those little things become the key in close games.
Great day for baseball here at 2K Sports. Thank you for tuning in. I'm Gary Thorne with John Kruk, Steve Phillips, and our great 2K Sports crew. We wish you a great rest of the day or night, wherever you may be in baseball.